I am really satisfied with the work that we've done with our forensic service provider, with the experts that we've had, that if Mary was in the cellar, we would have located her. Following the initial report, we obviously repeated a lot of the surveying work in the cellar, with the aim of either confirming the work that they'd done already, or to look for any other areas that might be of interest, to look to determine whether Mary was in the cellar. We had a mixture of buildings archaeologists and geotechnical surveyors in, as well as other archaeologists who basically assessed the scene. It allowed us to focus and target our examinations on either anomalies or more recent features and combining the two. This was really important because with ground penetrating radar you could identify an anomaly that existed below an area of flooring that had not been disturbed for several hundred years, and so actually we can exclude that as a possible area where something could be deposited, because we've got an expert that is able to look at that and tell us that that is exactly how it has been for a considerable period. Taking that into account, and with agreement from the SIO, we have looked to use that information, and we've performed a sequential and staged and targeted examination of these areas of concern. Obviously the things we were looking at were more modern construction or areas of disturbance. And so areas of concrete, which is a more modern construction material, or areas of disturbance were the things we really focused on. The presence of blue material was quite a key fact in the early stage of the investigation, and it shaped part of the decisions for why we were going to perform this excavation. During all the work we've done, we haven't identified anything that we would describe as blue material consistent with an item of clothing. There is a possibility that the blue coloration that was seen on the endoscope might be a result of the physical damage to one of the newer pipes that were installed as part of the installation as the toilets. Because actually when you look at the centre of them and shine quite a direct white light source on them, they do seem to give a kind of blue coloration, and that does seem to be quite consistent with what we've seen on the images taken by the production crew. And after quite a significant amount of work, we've now concluded those examinations, and we've got to a point where we've excavated. We have satisfied ourselves that there's been no further excavation by a third party or disturbance below the point we've dug to. And it gives us that assurance from the experts that there's nothing buried below or hidden below that line. And so yeah, I do feel that we've conducted a very thorough examination to make sure, that Mary's not in this premises.